pickaxe for cable, but I'm not. Just thing like that, but I like to have more money and like access. So I'm gonna give you a few thoughts on the coronavirus so I break down. A lot of people are talking about opening up the economy, and I disagree with that. The economy is the worst it's been since the Great Depression. Obviously, that even in 2018 that the stock market is going to crash one of these times. And then a lot of people ask me what I thought about the home mortgage situation, stuff. People not gonna be able to pay the bills. People getting laid off their jobs, stuff like that. You know, people talking about millionaires getting $1.7 million in you know, refunds and stuff like that. But even in like 2008, let's go back. Even in 2008, people could have got, every taxpayer could have got $25,000 from the government. That didn't happen, but I'm not really thinking about that. I mean, the thing about millionaires and certain stuff, the way they have it set up, is a lot of money is running through the business. Like Jeff Bezos, I don't really care about money. I don't really care about celebrities, how much money they're making. I care about my own growth, not even the money. And just like overall, just self-growth. I'm all about that. But that's besides the point. So back to what I was saying about, you know, the whole coronavirus thing. I'm not saying people are blowing stuff out of proportion and stuff like that. Why talk about wealth inequality? I'm not really one of those type of people to talk about wealth inequality and certain stuff like that. Anybody with some common sense would know that a whole lot of people are not trying to give up their money to taxes. And besides, most people who are actually have money, they're going to have people do their taxes, accountants, they're going to have certain stuff like that, but people want to have CPAs. If I'm lagging bad here, I might just have to record a video for y'all later. So I'm downloading Modern Warfare back, so I might be streaming some of that, but I'm not really entirely too sure. So that's the point. But it says it's not sufficient enough to stream, but I'll just keep streaming. And then a whole lot of people are still at home too. I know I'm still at home. I have been out in the house, but I have not been out to places, in all honesty, because of coronavirus. Like, I am not. So, if someone asks me what I think about the whole coronavirus thing, is I think that, honestly, my honest opinion, people going broke. A lot of business and stuff like that, like I said, they have overhead expenses. One thing about the overhead expenses that people have, it's just too much for people to keep on continuously keep on trying to pay and stuff like that. Hotels especially. A lot of these hotels and stuff, people stay at 5-star. Some of the stuff isn't even 5-star. And let me explain to you about that. It's that, let's say for instance, the Waldorf Astoria in New York, I stayed there before. And it was nothing, it is a 5-star standard. It is a pretty nice hotel, but nothing's changed about it. So you could be paying like maybe like $300 a night or something like that. That was probably about 7 years ago when I stayed at the Waldorf, because I was like a vacation there. But that's besides the point. There was nothing that new about going to the Waldorf Astoria. So nothing has changed from the 80s until now. From there, pretty much. They did renovations, but that took a long time. There's a couple other places I can name, but that's not really the point. Ah, I died. Fuck. We'll start another one. I didn't even realize that dude shot me. I heard somebody, but I didn't even realize that. Now I'm lagging too, a little bit. People asking how you surviving through a pandemic. It's not that hard. It's not rocket science. And another thing I don't like people doing is people getting a platform to talk about the coronavirus, especially Dr. Phil and them talking about the economy needs to open up. The economy, you're still making money. You're well off. I don't really care about people's money. Like I said, I'm not one of those type of people talking about these people have millions of dollars. Of course they have millions of dollars. They have all these deals and certain stuff and endorsements, different things like that, and they're well connected with people. The only thing that, like, you know, a lot of people look to celebrities and certain stuff, like the only thing that can mess a celebrity up is not managing their money and not having a financial advisor, CPA, tax attorney, and certain stuff so they can pay their taxes. That's like why Wesley Snipes and a couple other people got in trouble with the IRS. And the IRS is pretty simple to work a deal. If people don't pay their taxes, they're more to understand them. But if you don't pay your taxes and certain stuff like that, you're screwed. IRS can take your home. They can take anything, pretty much they want to. Take the money out your bank account. They can take anything. IRS is not a game, like, but people are talking about checking the IRS for the stimulus check. But people already got their stimulus check and they're bragging about that. That means they make $10,000 a year. $10,000, that's trash. People talk about wealth inequality. I'm not waiting for, you know, governments and certain stuff to do anything for me. That's just my whole personal opinion. I'm not really a fan of politics at all, so I do vote, but I'm not trying to sway anybody's opinion about, you know, like, it is too much nonsense in my honest opinion with too many things going on. Nothing's ever really accomplished, so that's my point. But coronavirus checks, see people talking about they can't get their checks, they can't check the status. That's pretty bad, but the money's ran out. In the Fed, a lot of people don't know that the Fed and Treasury are pretty much one and the same. The Treasury issues all the stuff, then the what you call is the only person who uses the bill. The Fed is the only the only entity that can print bills and it's contract with the government, but it's not a part of the government. It's its own independent entity. That's your dumbass. They made cable fat. Cable is not fat. I didn't get the other skins. I really want to get the pickaxe, but the pickaxe is not a big thing for me. I mean, I really wanted it, but in this day and age, I'm not broke and stuff like that, but I'm not trying to spend $8, pretty much $8 on the stuff. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Now when I'm on people's ass, bro, it's raps. Like I said, people are talking about the economy and certain stuff needs to open back up. I'm not concerned about people's money, like how much money a celebrity and stuff is made. A lot of people are looking towards celebrities for advice and certain stuff like that. And a lot of people are elevated, given a platform, but they're not really qualified to talk about it. That's another problem I think I got with the media and stuff like that. We're all going through a tough time, I admit. We're all going through a tough time, but at the same time, you have to process and analyze certain stuff. And then a whole lot of stuff that celebrities and certain people say while on these platforms are given this, like they're just speaking. Take what they say at face value and then fact check it. A lot of people don't do that. Taking stuff at face value is almost not a thing now, I would say, because it's just a huge issue. I know a whole lot of things, like for instance, I'm good on paper towels, toilet paper and certain stuff like that. I'm good. A whole lot of people can't get that. I think that's pretty odd, but at the same time, it's not really a big deal. Like I'm months pretty much ahead. Like I'm probably like 2 months I had on toilet tissue I didn't buy at a store. But like for instance, if you know somebody who is doing certain stuff like for their business, they have a contract or something like that where they're locked in with like a company with some people who do certain stuff. They were just giving, you know, the stuff away to the employees and certain stuff like that. Make sure they were good on that end. So I think it's good to be connected and certain stuff like that. Working. A lot of people be calling by my name Frank. Frank is my real name. Dummy. People are stupid. I'm lagging there. Fuck out of here, bro. No, I'm in my mojo now. Nobody's really stopping me right now, bro. I'm lagging a little bit. But in all honesty, I think this is more so of an issue, like a global issue. I've been saying it's going to be a global issue. Coronavirus is going to, like, you know, impact a lot of economies and certain stuff. But the United States, they don't have that many beds. I've been telling people the United States doesn't have that many beds for 1,000 people. I think it's something like almost about 3 beds, something like that, from what I checked. That means people going to die, pretty much. And I know a whole lot of states have been rolling out gradually or talking about we're going to have a plan, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. That right there is a recipe for disaster, and I don't think you should be playing with people's lives like that, implying that certain stuff is going to get fine. Not saying it is. Right now, definitely not. It's too early. I've been wearing gloves, masks, and everything because, I mean, my parents are pretty old. And it's like my parents are like, they're like 50 something, 54. Imagine being so trash and do some shit like that. Come on, bro. It's gonna be a high kill game. I'm not bad at Fortnite. Like, I'm not. I used to be though. It's not even the cap. Is mom still talking about going to Donovan to go eat food, get food? You hear me? You sit up there on the phone. Yeah.
Donovan is closed.
Dang, she closed like for good. For good. For good. A lot of people biting the bullet. No, he don't want to smoke. I ain't gonna fight him. Yeah, you don't want to land, pal. Oh my god. That's a pistol. You need to take that shit out. This guy was so trash, using a helicopter to kill people. I was doing pretty good until that, but are we gonna do Postmates or something? Not sure.
Every day now, and the options that mom and dad said was either eat Donovan's or we redeem our free plates for chicken. And Donovan is closed, so basically you're trying to get the plates from Jack.
Ooh. Say, yeah, I agree with you. It's not that good. Close the door. Alright. People talking about restaurants. Restaurants gonna be closed. Like, I'm talking about people's businesses and certain stuff like that. That was bullshit. That guy almost killed me off of nonsense. Got decent loot. That was an ammo crate. The scars are blue. You know, a whole lot of people also are talking about the small business administration loans. That's not going to be enough to get people through. Their businesses are going to collapse. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if you think that there's a possibility that, you know, businesses and certain stuff, a lot of people have costs. Associated with their business, and they're not going to be able to pay out or even pay their basically their employees too. What? I'll take a 4 shot. Well, I said no match, so you can get in a fight. That'd be pretty fucked if I got in a fight, so. Might do some storm shield defenses for you guys tonight. Live, so. See how I get my V-Bucks. Say the world is good, but it's worth $10. A lot of people expect Save the World to be free. It should, but it's not going to be. The mode in itself is not bad, but it's just not good either. Wow. This is a bad circle. Do all that, pal. How? He killed himself though. That was dumb. Hopefully I have a better game. I'm not even mad. As long as I'm top 10, I know I can definitely certain circumstances I can definitely get the top. I can win a couple games, but besides the point. Messages. I would buy the pickaxe, but probably that's not going to be a wise move. I bought the pickaxe thing, everything for Deadpool. The X4 skin is like the only skin I care for. The shark. I remember when they kept on telling people not to buy masks and certain stuff like that. Yeah. I remember that. That was just, I would say yeah, but now it's more important that you go, every time you go out, you have a mask. Cause I even hate the fact that, you know, people have, a lot of people talk about kids and stuff should still be in school. I think no, cause like little kids is nasty. Digging in the nose, not washing the hands, playing around, touching each other, doing what you call it in like tag or recess and all that type of stuff, and all them germs. And in schools, the sanitation people who work there, that's just nasty. That's one in itself just nasty. Like, can you just imagine people just being nasty 24/7, especially them kids, and the surfaces and certain stuff not being washed down? Like the school I graduated from, in 2 years, their whole facility got nasty. Yeah, I knew that's gonna happen there. It's not what I did. I know pistol's my gun. Pistol's my gun. That guy's not going from house to house. See this guy, it's a fade. I see him, it's a fade. It's not gonna be. How this guy laser me? Oh my god. I should have died. I didn't have no mats. I went outside. I'm downloading Modern Warfare again. I deleted it because the game is just not that good. But since they added the Raffica back, that was my favorite gun in MW2, the Raffica. I would get Raffica nukes. Just flat out Raffica nukes. I'm gonna go to Craggy. That's exactly what we're finna do. We out together, let's go to Craggy. Craggy got people, but I'm pretty good at Craggy. And every game, I pretty much got more than, you know, a couple kills. And that game where I got blew up at the end, that was just bull. But we're not gonna go there, but a lot of people are also looking towards economic analysts are talking about, you know, especially CNN. They're reporting, I would say, they're reporting pretty decently. Talk about how the economy and certain stuff like the GDP is down like, what, 6% for China? That's like negative like 5.8%, and that's like really bad. My thing is, especially with all these companies and corporations, they were definitely outsourcing their jobs to China and certain stuff like that. And the reason why they do that is because they don't have to pay people benefits and stuff like that here in the United States. Like, if you ask me, also too, not, you know, I'm fair towards all people, stuff like that. I don't treat people differently. Treat everybody the same. But a lot of these jobs and certain stuff like that will also go into the Philippines and certain stuff like that. Like call centers, like even tech support stuff is going to the Philippines. Like you have a problem with AT&T and certain stuff like that, you get rerouted to a call center in like the Philippines. I know, like one time my father, had called a number of different, I would not say different people, but he stayed like on the phone. My dad was trying to fix, like my dad tried to fix the modem for our home internet. No, sir. You almost got me, I ain't gonna even lie. A lot of these companies and people outsource the jobs to the Philippines and certain stuff like that, so they don't have to spend money on employees, which I think is not. I'm not being ethnocentric and stuff like that. I don't believe in that. But at the same time, I disagree with that because you're taking jobs away from people. And then the same thing, a lot of people talking about the robotics too, like jobs. We're gonna have jobs, robots doing our jobs. Like for instance, cooking burgers and certain stuff like that. We don't have to pay. The same thing with McDonald's. How they were talking about, you know, we don't have the face-to-face interaction anymore. You're gonna use that touchpad. That touchpad is so nasty. And then also too, they'll never use that again. They'll never use that again. Since this pandemic, we thought it was cost effective and cost saving money by the employees and certain stuff. Cut out on the probably $8 an hour that people making. That's a dub. One of the reasons why it's a dub is because of definitely you got people out here with infectious disease and certain stuff, which is pretty much described as an infectious disease. Can cause people to get pneumonia and all that type of stuff. That's pretty bad. Healthy people could die. Basically collapses your lung and it fills up with fluid. And then the stuff, when your body processes it and tries to fight the viruses off, because it makes duplications and copies of itself, a cytokine storm, that's how you die. Your body's trying to fight off all these different stuff. Then also T-cell count too. I think it's pretty bad. Healthcare, like, a lot of people talk about global healthcare, certain stuff like that. Well, not global, universal healthcare. I think that's a growing topic. The Affordable Healthcare Act. I think a lot of politicians speaker points and certain stuff, like what they're actually talking about, is relatively weak. I feel like it to be weak because if you think about it, on average, a lot of politicians do not care about, I would say, the people. They care about, you know, a dollar in a sense. I'm glad I'm not a political science major because this is not that interesting to me. It's just not. I don't like politics, especially. It's more divisive than you know, together. And then the money, especially in politics, is not even really about, you know, I guess, views and certain stuff that people have. It's about also it's about just fattening your pocket. If I'm a group, or I'm a person, a politician, I agree with a couple viewpoints with a couple people. It's also going to be more beneficial to me is to start taking money from lobbying groups, and then if I realize that this money that I'm getting is so much significant to what I'm making in a public seat, office, then if I decide it's more lucrative to be a part of a lobbying group and just lobbying myself as an independent person, I can turn my money that way. I think that's what a lot of politicians are doing. That scared the hell out of me. Got on. Yes, sir. Exactly what I wanted. Cable. TV. I remember when you couldn't used to do that. You used to take damage. I've pretty much done nothing this whole entire game. I might end the stream, then I'll start it back up. People already been here. Interesting. I'll probably wait to circle to get around before I make my decision on where I'm going to go. Yep. I'll weave my way in and then loot. If I need to use this launch pad, I will, but I won't use it. Knowing me, I'll work my way around. I'm gonna have to go. I don't think I'm gonna have to use the launch pad, but I know I most definitely certainly know I have to go. Law. I've been done with this challenge. How do we get free food from them?
They know they're trying to work people. Like, oh, if they took a long time without food, I should get a free meal, that type of shit. I'm pretty sure that's how it is.
Well, we know the guy pretty well, that one dude. Not even in the storm. Shit's just on my ass. I mean, true, if I was in the storm, I would be taking damage. I'm not in the storm. They do. They having fake eggs.
Making fake eggs, fake beef.
Yep.
They're turning pork into beef with make fake. Yeah, a fake egg. Like, are you serious?
Yep.
You know what I said that every day we stray further from God's light.
You stupid. They don't have. I don't think they have what you call the Food and Drug Administration over there either. A form of that. That's nasty.
Yeah, so I bet China got some bugs in China.
No, they're not gonna be ethnocentric and stuff like that, but they be eating eel. That's why, like,
fake rice.
Yeah, they have.
Really?
Rice is cheap.
That much, like,
Rice is.
that's disgusting.
How am I lagging this bad?
I'm glad we have the FDA because I can imagine people. Well, my AirPods must be. Why are they so good? Like, I keep hearing you had.
Why there's alarming?
Hear when your AirPods about
God
to die.
damn it.
My phone is about to die as well. That's a garage.
I hope it's not. You said every day we stray further from God's light.
We do.
Certain degree, I believe that's the case. This is a winnable game.
Oh, boy, why did you tell me you were screaming? What's going on, guys? I'm Frank's sister joining the chat. I don't really have anything particular to say. I just wanted to hop in here. Since I'm in the room, you know? Shout out to Fortnite.
I feel like one of these guys or two of these guys are teaming.
I just commented on your chat.
Because there is almost no way that a person could be
Alright, what can we talk about for the people on the stream?
I don't know. Talk about business. I think people ain't gonna be able to, like, a lot of businesses and stuff we thought profitable aren't profitable because they have overhead expenses like food and certain stuff like that, and employees.
But not to withstand a pandemic, which is honestly a lot of businesses, and it's really nobody's fault if they have a business and it's failing. But it kind of makes you take a look at, you know, what gets promoted in America as having successful business ventures. Because some stuff is only sustainable when the home is business.
You're right.
Certain products and services are only, they're not essential. They can help us, you know, make our lives better. Say, for instance, people who have coaching businesses. Sure, you know, if I have excess money and I really want to invest in myself, I can pay for a coach. But when I don't even know whether or not I'm going to be able to pay my rent and I'm waiting on my stimulus check, I'm probably not going to pay, you know, for non-essential products and services. So, I hope everybody can have a business and do well. They are getting the assistance they need to make it through this time. Because it's rough out here.
You're right.
I'm never here about that.
Why? That guy just... That was a good game. You know, I could have done. Lost that one. Big time. There's 45-minute wait time we called in.
Yeah.
Their food is not that good.
But, because they're behind with, you know, people can't really go in there. Like, I haven't worked since March 6th.
You underemployed.
That's some bitch.
Are you flat out broke?
Yes. Are you still on the stream?
Nah, I don't even want to even play another game, if we be completely honest, because the moment that I play another game is the time mom and dad gonna get back with the food and y'all gonna be sitting up here looking stupid. Yeah, I'm still on the stream. I don't make another one. I'll keep them up so I can be consistent. I'm not really one of those tech guys, because like, if I'm a so-called tech dude or stuff like that, I have to be up with the, like, for instance, mom, her favorite saying, the latest and greatest. You gotta always have the latest and greatest.
All the tech guys start somewhere. They don't just get, you know what I'm saying? They start somewhere. What about, I don't know, what else, other skills? You could have like a common, well, you kind of have a commentary, but actually come on to YouTube with like, during this stream, I'm going to talk about certain things, right? Like,
well, how do you feel about people releasing? You see Florida Jacksonville's beach?
People are out?
Too many people are out.
Like, is this like current? Like,
yes, current.
Oh, that's a mess. Well, I don't know. I think at this point, people are getting fed up with sheltering in place, and they're just starting to do it.
I'm not getting fed up with shelter in place. Do you think I'm gonna get fed up with shelter in place?
People
No.
are just getting fed up, and they're ready to like,
There's no way that I could get fed up with shelter in place. If you had to think about it, one is because of saving people's lives, and then at the same time, think about it. If I'm a kid, I'm sweaty, I'm in school, and you know, a favorite thing people to do is kids and their parents love to do is go check on their grandparents, and we don't have no idea where you've been. You know, you not knowing, you could be asymptomatic, had a coronavirus. Robert, whatever DeSantis dude.
I mean, the sun was up for a while, so maybe tonight, this evening, like 5, 6 people hit to the beach, but
It's too early, bro.
I don't know. Opening the beach is too, like, but supposedly 6 to 11 a.m. and 5 to 8 p.m. are the hours, and the hours are enforced by the police department and lifeguards. You have to keep moving, no gatherings, keep your social distance for walkers and joggers. I mean,
I'm really about to get my degree
I
online.
really don't understand how
That's
they
wild.
think that people walking is not. You know what I'm saying?
Because you think about it, even at the mall, I'm gonna have to move out the way. I'm gonna have to move out the way. We're gonna come in contact with each other.
But shout out to Florida, I guess.
Florida, no. Florida's dumb.
I mean, but this is just the start because people are ready to start easing back the restrictions. I don't think we're going to see. At this
Oh,
point, I
shit.
think that the country has gotten as strict with us as they're going to get, and from here, people are ready to scale back whether there's proof that we need to or not. Because they want to keep businesses happy, they want to keep their constituents happy, and some people are tired of being in the house and they're ready to get out because they're like, look, if I've been in the house for 4 weeks and I got sick, then let me out, free me. But we'll see how that goes.
It's not realistic.
Frank, have you ever heard of Raising Cane's?
Yes,
They kind of look like Zaxby's.
they're better than Zaxby's, is what I heard. They're one in Greenville.
You should try it. Where? It must be on campus.
No, it's near
I've
ECU.
never seen Raising Cane's. They don't have one.
Yeah, they do.
Video.
You're an idiot.
It's exactly, it's on campus at ECU. I live in Greenville, so I would know.
But they do have one.
So you're gonna go bust in ECU to go Raising Cane's.
No, I don't care about chicken tenders that much.
But you know, we have to compare to Zaxby's.
Come on, bro. Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down, pal.
Did you hear about how YouTube at one point was demonetizing people for saying like coronavirus in videos? We start saying like corona and quote and different things.
I mean, they kind of have a right to demonetize people, but at the same time, I'm glad I'm not a full-blown on YouTuber, because at the same time, I just start thinking of stuff from an analytical standpoint. How, like, you know how people, they get mad when their money and certain stuff is trying to like dry up. Like, why the fuck are people trying to get their affiliate links and certain stuff, or trying to pass people on bullshit like MLM? I'm not a fan of that. Like, you coming across, I'm not saying you can't make money, but when you keep on jumping through loops and hoops about what this is or your next best plan and all this, you know, or people charging too much money for these workout plans and all this BS that people are trying to get on the wave of, just cracking people side the head. And I don't agree with that.
It seems that they do. You know how like a lot of them are in Texas.
Yeah.
So like some of the ones that are in different locations are affiliated with like a campus. You know like A&T and different schools like restaurants on campus. So they kind of have that. So the ones that are affiliated with the colleges are temporarily closed for obvious reasons. The other closest ones are like
Atlanta.
and that's what college affiliated with one in Norfolk.
Norfolk
I
State.
just thought it's so weird to say that to Norfolk. Charlottesville, North Charleston, Summerville.
Charleston, South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina. Stupid. Charleston. I mean, shout out to him for bringing the the toilet tissue and paper towel. Cause we would have been fucked if we didn't get that stuff. We limited our like thing getting out.
It's really easy when you stay in your house all day. It's really easy to go through a lot more toilet paper and paper towels than you would if you were going to school. Because you go to school, okay, use the bathroom at school, you go to the store, use the bathroom there, and work. So when you're just in your house all day, you don't really realize like how much like PPE and stuff you go through. But shout out to him.
An essential business. GameStop said they weren't closing because they're an essential business.
The GameStop is trying to hold on to their that
They
Well,
treat their employees like shit.
see, PlayStation Marketplace and other games that just have a marketplace is kind of eliminated the need for GameStop in a way, unless you're trying to.
Unless you're trying to get a, but GameStop, they just fuck people over.
Because literally everything you can get at GameStop now, I can also get from. Like,
And then Amazon, exactly, Amazon.
Target.
The only reason why I would go to GameStop, like, have you noticed? The only time I go to GameStop is literally just to get a card.
Yeah, because they have them in amounts that you cannot get at other places.
They used to have the stuff in it.
Can I play with it?
Why?
I just want to hook it up to my computer.
No, motherfucker.
No, I'm not gonna do anything with it, but you're not using it, literally. Like, let me.
No, motherfucker, because you gonna try to use my shit. I spent $109 fucking dollars on
For
that
it to
shit.
sit here and not be used. I just wanted to see how it works. Where's the little piece that goes to it?
It's over here. It's over by my feet. Your mom, she unplugged all my shit. Fucking ass, bro.
I'll be back.
No, you're gonna use my shit and I'll be pissed off and I'll come in and unplug that shit,
First
man.
of all, I just said I was gonna come back, number one. Number two, Frank, don't fucking tell me about using your shit. I can go in.
Fucking stupid. Damn. I can unplug that. I'll keep all this shit in. I don't care, bro. I'll be here when people be bombs, real life bombs, like.
Yeah, I paid for that. Okay.
You got $109. Mom was mad as hell when she saw my bank account. I spent that.
Yeah. Yeah, guys. Kelly's mom. Pocket watching.
Mom be looking on my account. Mom be serious, like, you spend one thing, like, even when you was in college, mom and dad be used to roast the fuck out of you what you was spending.
I live in the District of Columbia,
That was the funny part about it. Is how can you roast somebody on income?
you should have headphones for this so you can hear the output, right?
No. Yeah, there's no way that you can go and check unless you have some type of audio software program. You don't have that. So
GarageBand is on your computer.
I don't use that shit. I just use the Elgato stuff. I might just upload a couple videos. I have to reinstall it, but I have too much shit on my computer. Like, especially them files, them big ass files the teachers had me download with all that bullshit work that we get assigning. Tell them how you really feel. That's something you would say after I call school and so proceed to say school is bullshit. Damn, tell them how you really feel. I think school, in all honesty, kind of nonsense in a way. School is games, bro. Don't be breathing on my mic, bro. You got that shit close.
Okay, let's not get extra when I do. Right. You know I can read
I'm not. I'm being serious though.
Okay, don't be trying to act cool for the game.
I'm not acting cool for the game. I'm just saying.
Expose that ass. Okay.
Not really.
Yes, really, because as soon as I start yapping, flapping my gums, you gonna pull that mic out.
Okay.
Being an ass.
You out here using my mic. You're not using it. I hate when motherfuckers do that.
Play with it, Frank. It's not that deep.
Nigga, I have two mics.
But my thing is, you're not even using it.
But still, I paid my money on it.
No, you're full of shit because when you got this mic, you're like, yeah, I get it. Me and you can both use it, but it's
No, I never said that for that.
No, yes, you did. You did.
I don't remember that.
You did say that shit because you were trying to justify why the fuck you were spending $109 on the mic.
That shit was way too
expensive. You were like,
expensive.
yeah, if I get it, we can both use it. And now all of a sudden, I just want to play with it, and you're having a fucking problem.
Okay.
I hate niggas. And that's exactly what you're acting like right now.
Alright. What are you gonna do?
About this later. I'm not doing anything. I'm just trying to play with it.
Good luck. Try to look at the gains though.
It's too loud in here. That's why I can't.
Try to look at the gains. Don't have your hopes up. Me and my sister have an interesting relationship. We be talking junk to each other and all of a sudden be laughing 5 minutes later. I never quite understood it all, but hey, man. Oh shit. Got to get the fuck on out of here. Saw that dude on the top of that hill. But seriously, with my YouTube stuff, like my situation here, is that I'm not sure. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna be simple-minded and say that certain stuff is like I expect to be big. How? Fuck. So that bitch ass got sniped. Dude choking at the end. Let me check my tracker, see what I'm looking like. Fortnite tracker. I was doing good to start off the game, and then that other game was long as shit, so where's the fucking with that? I'll play a few more for you guys, but yeah, I knew they didn't take out everything, cause they took out everything. That'd be fucking stupid. I wouldn't buy no I don't like the skins that's in the store right now. So like the rest of the X-Force. I like Cable. Cable's like the only skin, but Cable's played by Thanos, and this thing is big as fucking Thanos. And you look at Cable from what you call it, Deadpool, he's not that big. They made him fat as fuck on this shit. I'll go to Misty just for you guys. I know a whole lot of people had their hopes up for thinking about coronavirus and certain stuff like that. I don't know. But in all seriousness, This shit. Fly chopper. I'm gonna have to buy the battle pass to Modern Warfare. We'll see how that goes. But in terms of games can't release for no fucking $60 in this economy. This economy is shit. This economy is shit. Let's go. Let's go. Fuck. There moved grenades the other day. The fuck? How the fuck have I not found a goddamn... Oh boy. Bullshit. That guy took all my fucking shield. Where's the son of a bitch at? I hear him. Get your dumb ass down. Sit down. As long as I have half decent loot, I'm fine. Like this will do. If I have an RPG, at this moment, I will win. Positive. Yeah. He ain't it. I don't have that many ammo. Should've got a sniper, but shit's dumb. I was glad I didn't die for no bullshit originally. Gotta get more, I might purchase some V-Bucks, so I might have somebody help with my storm shield. That's all that was in the Golly. Lord help me. This loot here was shitty. Yeah, that piece of shit. Let me get some more wood. I knew that guy was trying to pull some bullshit with that damn helicopter. Oh, I know mats. That's why I'm harvesting so much. This shit is really the rig over here, so. I don't have no type of anything, really. Anything essential over here. So all the way I'm fucked. Get your dumb ass down. Bullshit, bro.